I've reviewed so many Minecraft mods on this channel, and I've put a huge focus on smaller sized, less recognized mods. But today, I'm going to look at some of Minecraft's highest rated mods with tons of downloads and community respect. And then I'm going to be tier listing each one of these mods to see which one is the best of the best. Also, according to YouTube, 97% of you guys are not subscribed, which is a big improvement from 99% in the past. So if you guys do enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much. Now enjoy the video. All right, now this first mod has actually been popular for a long time, but recently had a massive revamp, which is MrCrayfish's furniture mod, which was huge back in the good old days of Minecraft modding. But like I said, recently got a pretty big revamp and changed a lot of how this mod works. So as you can see, I have this nice little house with a lot of decor. Got a little trampoline in the front yard. Pretty cool stuff. And you got cool stuff like ceiling fans and kitchenry and refrigerators and ovens and toasters and all of this really cool stuff, which we'll be going over. But if you notice, a lot of this stuff seems to be, well, without power. There's no light in here. So there's a whole electricity mechanic that's actually quite simple and actually really cool that makes this mod all tied together. Because yes, we have all of the super cool furniture stuff, as well as a really intuitive creative menu. I've mentioned in previous videos how much I care about creative menus, and the fact that they got a really cool creative menu is pretty freaking awesome. They get bonus points from me from this. So they got cool stuff like cool fences, you got hedges, trampolines, grills. But a lot of this stuff is functional, including the mailbox. But a lot of it requires power, and that's where this thing comes into play, the light electricity generator. So basically, it just needs a fuel source, and you turn it on, and it eats away at the fuel kind of like a furnace. And then using this simple tool called a wrench, yeah. It's an invisible UI until you pull out the wrench, but basically you can connect the generator using the wrench to all different things. So what I have, this is tied to this light switch, and then this light switch is tied to a bunch of the stuff. So boom, switch on the lights. I believe the switch is only really tied to the lights. A lot of the appliances are tied directly to the generator itself. Also, the ceiling fan makes a constant noise, but it's kind of satisfying. Anyways, we're going to kind of go over some of this furniture, some of the cool stuff. Like we got little cabinets and drawers. And in this drawer, I have some potatoes. Potatoes are one of the few things you can throw in the microwave, and it cooks kind of quickly. Microwave, honestly, is probably more of an aesthetic choice than a practical choice of furniture. But I think it's pretty cool. As well as there is an oven here. Certain things you can cook below the oven, or if you go in the fridge, let's just say, and we'll grab some beef, we can throw it on the pan. And of course, we have the ventilator to suck up all the smoke because you don't want it to get too smoky in here. As well as we got a toaster. So we'll put our sliced bread in there because you can slice bread. Just lots of details, but somehow really fits in with the aesthetic. Like we have a plate you can throw stuff on. I threw a carrot. You got a jar full of cookies, and you know, I think you can put anything in this jar. Use at your own risk. As well as a sink, which you can fill up. I don't know if you can empty because I filled it up. Oh yeah, you can use a bucket. Oh, that's cool. So you can actually use it as a water source then, because all you gotta do is that. Boom. Water. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this stovetop is taking its sweet time. I don't know exactly what to cook in here, but I do know that MrCrayfish's mod comes with a bunch of food, including ingredients, bread, toast, cheese. Here, maybe a raw vegetable pizza. Will that cook? Oh, it is cooking. Okay, so this cooks slow. I guess that makes sense. I'm gonna be honest, this skillet takes a long time. And I feel like I'm using this toaster wrong. Like I'm putting the toast in, but why isn't it getting toasted? Whatever. Long story short, there's a lot of cool stuff. Does this turn? Okay, yeah, this isn't hooked up to there. But yeah, let's move on to the next room. Actually, I'm gonna turn... Sorry, I'm taking that out of the skillet. That is loud as hell. Anyways, we're gonna go down to the basement, where we have the entertainment area, as well as this little doohickey, the workbench. So this is actually how you craft a lot of the items. You can craft using a crafting table as well, but it has all of MrCrayfish's stuff, as well as like it tells you the ingredients. You can change the colors and change the different materials. There is tons of different versions of every single piece of furniture. I really like these ceiling lights because, like I said, you can turn them off, turn them on, as well as this ceiling fan has a light built into it as well. And you just got cool stuff like couches. Take a seat, relax. Or you can take a seat in front of your new computer. So we have the smart home setup. So you can use it to alter and mess with any of the electronics in your household. So I can turn off the microwave upstairs. I can turn off the stove upstairs. I'm going to leave the stove on because I am in fact cooking. There's a time on here that's just Oh, it's in-game time. I was going to say that is not accurate to real life right now, but a lot of this stuff doesn't work. Marketplace is coming soon. Coin miner coming soon. What does work is paddleball, which you can be playing on a server against another player, or in this instance, I am playing against an AI and I'm bad. Okay, I'm using the arrow keys. Dude, oh, I got it. Ooh, okay, wait, hold on. I'm locked in right now. Okay. Okay. Dude, why is this AI good? Oh my God. Dude, it's so slow. Can I move it like this? No. Oh. It went right through me. I need a replay on that. Okay, I'm getting cooked. All right, I'm raging. I'm breaking my computer. Also, that sound you might have been hearing in the background is for the TV, and oh, I left the remote somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. Oh, that one's cute and not obnoxious. What about this channel? Ooh, lo-fi beats to study and chill to. Yeah, I could get behind that. What else we got? Whoa. I like this channel. Yeah, okay. What's next? The news. Ooh, Minecraft Let's Play. Wait. So it's random what it switches to. Have I seen them all? I guess so. I'll put the remote back in there. But we're not done yet because we have the little gamer's room, the bathroom. So let's flick on the lights in here. You got a little sink. Same concept, you can fill with water. Same with the bathtub, you can just fill up with water. Pretty cool. And a toilet that doesn't do anything, but you can sit on it. Very neat. But yeah, I am a huge fan of this mod. I just think the way that the furniture is done and how it's based on the different materials in the game, as well as just the way that the models work, it just blends into the game so well. This is a phenomenal mod and definitely deserves to be one of the highest rated mods out there. All right, dude, this bread is not breading. But hey, we got our cooked vegetable pizza. We can't put it down anywhere. But there is something I actually forgot. There's a bunch of stuff that I didn't include. Like there's stuff like coolers and other different types of containers like crates. There's a whole bunch this mod offers. I wanted to do, where's the kitchen stuff? So there's a cutting board, which you can use for, I believe that's how you get sliced bread actually. Yep, sliced bread. Bada bing, bada boom. When you get 7 slices. I don't know why this toaster isn't working. I'm sure we'll figure it out one day. There's also a recycle bin, which I believe like if you dump a lot of stuff, it turns it into XP over time, but it does withdraw power. It's also loud and obnoxious. The generator is kind of obnoxious, but once you get like 5 blocks away, it's good. So you just want to put it in a outside is probably ideal. I couldn't get the grill to work. I literally looked on the wiki and it was like, oh, give it fuel, which it seems like it's doing. Oh wait, now it's actually taking the fuel. It wasn't doing that before. But it's not taking the raw beef, but there is a spatula I think I might need. What else could I possibly cook on here? Pork chop, maybe? Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out in real time right now. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, if someone can tell me in the comments how the grill works, let me know because it was a little confusing. Oh, dude, I totally forgot. I meant to hook up the generator to the doorbell because I haven't tried out the doorbell, so let's give it a shot. Ooh. That's freaking epic. So the generator can power up to 64 things. Everything in this house was literally 28. So you can do a lot with one generator. I don't know how much fuel that went through. Not much at all. It still has only used 1 blaze rod. That's the only thing. It does use fuel, so it might be worth having like a kelp farm that you turn into fuel, or like blaze farm or something like that. But either way, I am a huge fan of this mod. I think this is a super cool, solid mod. Like I said, it's been around forever, but it's cool to see that it's gotten revamped. Also, there's a mailbox. I don't really think that does anything, but like just something you can leave outside someone's house. But yeah, that was the MrCrayfish mod. Now it's time to go on to the next one. All right, MrCrayfish's furniture mod is gonna get an A tier, and maybe that's just because I don't want to give the first one an S tier. I mean, there's always room for improvement, and since these are the best of the best mods, I'm gonna be a bit more critical, so please cut me some slack. Sometimes the comments get mad at me for my rankings. You know, this is just my opinion, right? Anyways, awesome mod. Let's move on to Terralith. All right, so this next mod is really freaking cool, dude. It's pretty basic, but like in a good way. So this next mod is Terralith, it adds a bunch of biomes, like over 100 or around 100 biomes, as well as it revamps the vanilla Minecraft biome. So this one doesn't totally override the vanilla ones that exist, but it does add a ton more as well as enhance the existing ones. So like this one, I think we were just in Lavender Valley. But if we fly over here, this is the Sakura Valley. And basically, they don't even add any new blocks. A lot of biome mods add tons of new items and blocks. But this bases it on just the existing ones. So it was using the cherry trees. But like, for example, these are just dark oak leaves using a different color scheme because you can change the color of the leaves depending on the biome. Same with these purple leaves. I believe these are just dark oak or, yeah, they're just dark oak. And they're just super cool. And I also love these cliffs. Yeah, this is Amethyst Canyon. That was originally what I was trying to find. Oh, whoa. Maybe these are Amethyst Cliffs. I'm not quite sure. But this is just the vanilla terrain, and it's nothing too crazy. So yeah, this is Amethyst Canyon. So all the trees got like these purple leaves on them, but they're just jungle leaves. And yeah, it just makes Minecraft so much more vibrant and exciting to explore. Apparently, this Yellowstone biome is one of their more known and iconic ones. Oh, nothing's loading yet. And I wonder if it's like Yellowstone. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wait, are we still in Yellowstone? Okay, so these are the highlands. So this is Yellowstone over here. So Yellowstone biome. Wow, this one actually looks cool. Look, it's got all like the little fancy lakes and stuff. I don't know if any of you guys have been to Yellowstone National Park in real life. Actually, a really cool, one of my favorite places in the world. Oh, wait, I like this. Are there camp? So they just put campfires under here to give like a geyser steam rising effect. But super cool stuff. You got the hot pools. And then there's just other biomes over here as well that we saw, like these alpha pines or whatever. Oh, this is forested highlands. This one's super cool with the bright red trees here. But yeah, there's over, it says over 95. So over 95 biomes. I'm assuming that means it's just shy of 100. I don't know. But wow, this one's super cool. Oh, they have cave biomes. Ooh, andesite cave. Dude, you know what's something I learned embarrassingly late that the comment section yelled at me about? Is you can just press F3 and F4 to change your game mode. Did not know that. I've seen YouTubers use that menu, could not figure out how to do it. Embarrassing amount of time it took me to learn that. All right, andesite caves. Actually, andesite caves do seem like kind of a freaking nightmare considering how useless andesite is and everything's just made out of it in these biomes. Let's see what else they got. Underground jungle sounds freaking epic. Yo, whoa. Wait, underground jungle is sick. What the hell? Look at this. Got these big like mushrooms and stuff. Don't mind these structures. That's part of the next mod. There's a next mod adds a bunch of structures. Man, so the caves are super sick. Man, I am digging this mod. Wait, what is this biome? We just found one by flying around. Okay, so this is Sakura Grove. So this is like the Sakura Hills we saw earlier. Dude, look how pretty. Everything's pink. I love pink. Pink's a sick color. I don't care who says otherwise. And then are we back in the, oh, this is Temperate Highlands. I just like look at like all this clay and whatnot out in the open. My favorite part of this entire mod, though, is the fact that it only uses vanilla blocks and vanilla mechanics to make these biomes. So they really do integrate well. But let's find an ancient sands biome, maybe? 3,700 blocks away. Let's go. Ooh. Oh, there's like a sand particle texture in the air. Ooh, it's got a funky vibe. It's got like jungle oases. Big cliffs, lots of sand. Wait, look at these, like pools of water. Is this the same? Okay, we're still in the Sandstone Valley. But like, these are just the biomes you can stumble across. Like, doing this in survival mode and trying to cross this giant biome, I gotta imagine pretty difficult to do, but like really fun. I do feel like vanilla Minecraft biomes do get a little bit boring at times. I'm really hoping that soon a Minecraft update will add a bunch of new biomes. White Mesa. Is it a mesa with all clay? Whoa, but look at this. Look at the generation. This is the Terralith mod. I think it's super cool, and I think it really shows what Minecraft could actually do with biomes in the vanilla game if they really just locked in, which I just want to take 30 seconds to actually bring something up to my loyal subscribers, which if you haven't subscribed yet, consider hitting it. If you guys don't know, I run a TikTok page where I cover a lot of Minecraft updates. That's kind of the primary thing I do. And I'm thinking once Minecraft update season comes around, because they're announcing a bunch of stuff. Actually, this video is going to come out after Minecraft Live happens. But once snapshots start dropping, I'm thinking about dropping some videos about the snapshots and kind of doing these mod review style videos on snapshots. So if that fascinates you, let me know in the comment section. I'll also know that you've watched this far into the video, which is super cool. Anyways, oh, look at these biomes, dude. Actually, all I got to do is just fly around. Oh, this is just mangrove, dude. I forgot about mangroves, but this looks different. Like, look at this little area. It's so funky. Here, we're gonna hop in spectator mode and we're just gonna start zooming around. But yeah, that's the Terralith mod. I think it is super cool. And I guess we'll move on to the next mod, which you can already kind of see a sneak preview of. Sick mod. All right, Terralith is going to get a B tier from me. And please, this isn't like your typical B tier like from my other videos. This is a B tier as far as the S tier mods go. It is a fantastic mod. It adds cool biomes. I really do like how it implements into vanilla smoothly and cleanly. But I do think it just doesn't excite me, and that might be rude. Please don't hate me. I think this is a fantastic, probably one of the best biome mods out there. But at the end of the day, it is a biome mod and nothing more, nothing less, and it doesn't excite me that much compared to some of these other ones. So B tier it is. I love you, Terralith. Don't hate me in the comments. All right, we're right back in the same spot we were at the end of the last mod, because we just found one of the new structures that Dungeons and Taverns adds to the game. Now, I think this mod might technically fall under the umbrella of a data pack, but whatever. So Dungeons and Taverns adds a ton of new structures to the game in pretty much every single biome and every single dimension. This is one of them. I forget the actual name of this one, but it is one of the pillager outposts. They add a lot of new pillager locations in this mod, which I really like. I feel like pillagers are really underused. Quick side note, can anyone explain to me what an illager is compared to a pillager? Because it does say pillager spawn egg. What do you think? Just kidding, don't care. Ratio, you're dead. But yeah, so if we just go to locate structure illager hideout. So these are one of my favorite structures, and you probably won't see it from the surface. Whoa, okay, this is crazy. This one happened to spawn within a trial chamber. That is not normal. Oh my god, and so there's illagers inside the trial chamber. Oh wait, they've like totally crossed over. Look at the chests. That is actually crazy. Why is there a villager here too? Okay, so this is a crazy, I swear this mod isn't usually buggy, but a full-blown trial chamber spawned within this area. So basically, though, the illager hideout is a giant underground illager base, or pillager base, should I say. And there's just a lot of loot and a lot of cool things to be found, but also very dangerous. They have villagers in jail cells. I mean, these guys are not messing around. I don't know what's in any of these chests. Well, this is the storage room. Be free, my friends, even though you're just gonna get killed by the illagers. Let's explore. What do you got? Arrows? You guys are broke, bro. On God. We got a little kitchen. Like, they've been dining pretty well. Not to ever side with the illagers, but they do build better bases than the villagers, I'm gonna be honest. They got gold. They got all these sleeping quarters. This area is flooded. Oh, so this is where some gold is and a bunch of LAs. Oh, and the base is on fire. But this is one of, oh my god, it keeps going down. This is one of many structures that are also kind of like the Terralith mod, is entirely based on vanilla Minecraft and uses vanilla Minecraft blocks and items, so it doesn't add anything new. Oh, look, they got this whole underground farm. You know these guys are sickos, because who grows this many beets? Who likes beets? Beets are the worst crop in Minecraft. Oh, these villagers are just getting killed. Sorry for setting you guys free. I didn't mean to get y'all in trouble. Oh, look, there's a library that also spawns that is burning. Wait, what's in here? Hey, potion of regen, just chilling. New books. Pretty cool. But yeah, that is one of many structures. So let's just keep looking. Let's go to the next biggest illager. Let's just stay with the illager stuff for now. We're gonna go to the illager manor, which is, you think a mansion is big. Let's go to surface here. The illager manors do not play. Look at this thing. It's like a woodland mansion, but way more sophisticated. There's an advancement they have for it. But look at this. They got little contraptions up here. They got like well-built roofs. And then you just fly through and you can see how intricate this structure is, and massive. I mean, massive. Like a few hundred blocks in length and width is crazy. But they got witches. I think there's ravagers. Wherever a ravager is in here, I don't know, but tons of chests and tons of loot. I believe there is some really, dude, you guys are so freaking loud. Whatever, I'll just turn my headset down. Hey gamers, we'll explore new books and things. Where's the treasure at? Hey, there's some treasure, not too bad. Now we're in the kitchen. You got milk, golden apple, emeralds, paintings. Lots of stuff you'd see in woodland mansions, but a little bit more intense. Okay, that's very obviously a trap chest. But hey, look at that. Lots of enchanted books. Oh, an ender pearl. Thank you. I just wanted to see what could be through that TNT. Weird Handle circles. Kind of sus. Ooh, what is going downstairs? There's a whole basement section in here. This is kind of crazy, chat. I'm not gonna lie. They got an iron golem in captivity. Free my boy. We're raiding this bitch. Oh, this guy's on some evil stuff. Another golden apple, more emeralds. More, okay, they have some decent loot down here. Nothing too crazy I found. I mean, lots of enchanted books, which could be useful. We're gonna go into spectator. But like, that was like one wing. Like, I was just in this area. I wasn't even in this area or over here. Or I wonder if this is the main section of the house. I don't know. They got witches, they got cakes. They got this whole underground basement area. The fact that it has a basement is honestly pretty crazy. But let me not get too caught up with that, because there are so many more structures we need to explore. I'm not going to go through all of them. But there are... Is this where we just were? We might have already been here. Yeah, okay. So this was called a Badlands Miner Outpost. Oh, is this underground? Maybe it's this thing. Look at these little creepy structures you can stumble upon. Just books. Some decent loot to come across. A bed, candles. I just love this little, like, these little things where it just feels like you can make your own lore. Like, where did that structure come from? Who knows? Let's see how, like, far we could fly until we find another structure. It seems like to be its own little thing as well. Like another small little underground structure. We got a dungeon. Trial chambers everywhere today, apparently. And then, ooh, look at this. Little, like, rundown building. I love this stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Look at a pickaxe and some copper. So, like, someone lived here. I like that. So this is the highest level combat structure in here. So basically, you come across one of these things, you find it, you're like, oh, look at this. There's a downwards water elevator and an upwards water elevator. And we're gonna go down and down and down and really far down. Jeez. Once you get down here and enter, you enter this little combat room. And basically, TLDR, it's a series of trial chamber-like rooms where they have these trial spawners. And you go one room at a time with more and more trial spawners. They get harder and harder, and you get trial keys. It's kind of just like a different version of a trial spawner, a different version of a trial chamber, should I say. And you go through and there's different layers and they get harder and harder, but then you have these spawners. Also, ominous potions do work with these guys. You can literally just find them, and then once you beat them... Oh, and this is right above the stronghold by just pure... Oh no, the stronghold cuts through it. Dude, what is with these crossover structures? This is crazy. But then you got the ominous keys and all of that jazz. And all it is you can just find them from these little structures at the very top up here that lead you right down. Which I love that. And there's a bunch of them. They're different tiers of difficulty, but you can always explore and just come across more of these and just fight your way for all your loot. I love that. But now we're going to head down into the good old Nether to go see what type of structures spawn there. All right, so we spawned at a Nether keep, which is kind of like a Nether fortress, but also utilizing the trial spawners. I mean, they utilize a lot of the trial spawner stuff, which I think is super cool. But just look at this gigantic behemoth of a fortress. So this is like an ultra fortress, way harder, way better loot, but super cool. Now that is just the tip of the iceberg of what they have in the Nether. We also have a Nether port. Oh, which also happens to be next to another structure here that I'm not quite sure. I think this is a piglin outpost. But the Nether port is just these little port areas on the lava, which I think is super sick. Okay, there are so many structures spawning. That is from a different mod. That is from a different mod that we'll be covering after this one. But yeah, we have all of these new structures spawning around, which I think is super sick. So this is a skeleton tower, another thing that spawns. I guess it's just some skeletons. They got a piglin in captivity. And yeah, it's just a little structure. Oh, they got a little piglin head over there. So it also adds structures to the end. And for example, this is an end castle, which is just an absolute insanely large end city structure. Because why not? Why not just make it huge? I mean, there's so much space in the end. And this also, believe it or not, has trial spawners. I'm a big fan of how they use these trial spawners, to be honest. Oh, wow. Wait, a shulker box spawns. Wait, there's shulker boxes all over the place. Just cool. So lots of loot, lots of things to be found. I believe they have some other end structures as well. Is that this? Oh, okay. So this is the end lighthouse. Another simple structure that, the light at the end of the tunnel. There's achievements for all of these. This is another smaller structure in the end because the end really could use some more structures. Also, the end is different for another mod that we're going to be reviewing later. I forgot that one of the most popular structures in this mod and one of the core parts of it is the taverns. I mean, this mod is literally called Dungeons and Taverns. But if you can find one of these taverns, which wherever the entry point is, which is over here, which has a lot of outdoor stuff around the outside. Basically, a little tavern you can enter. This one has illagers in it, but don't mind them. Just go upstairs in any tavern you find. Okay, well, in most of these taverns, there's supposed to be a way to find oh, here we go. I was gonna say that find a chest that nope. Okay, this doesn't have it. There should be a chest that gives you a unique map. Okay, so all I had to do was trade with the... Okay, now I understand. In all the taverns, there's a cartographer, and if you level up him just a little bit, you can unlock these maps that will help you find some of the structures, like a jungle ruins or a stray fortress, which a stray fortress sounds pretty sick. But you can find these guys in any of these taverns that spawn all over the place, and they will give you cool maps. So there's always something new to explore. Now, apparently, I'm supposed to be where a stray fortress has spawned, which sounds kind of terrifying. Oh my god, this thing is huge. It's right over a village, I think, unless this is the same structure. Oh, and it's in the Yellowstone biome. But yeah, a fortress just full of strays. Can't really get much worse than that. What do you got in here? Iron? Dude, I am not running into this base just to get some freaking iron out of you guys. But yeah, that was the Dungeons and Taverns mod. I'm a huge fan of this one. I think it does a great job. Let me know what you guys think about this one, and it's on to the next mod. Next is Dungeons and Taverns, and I think Dungeons and Taverns is going to get, this is going to be a hot take, people are going to hate me, an S tier. The reason why I think Dungeons and Taverns is an S tier is because it does what I want Minecraft to do. And I think all of Dungeons and Taverns structures are really well thought out. There's plenty of them. They're exciting. It innovates on the new Minecraft updates. I think Dungeons and Taverns is just peak. I think every Minecraft mod pack that wants to be RPG and adventure should have Dungeons and Taverns. So our first S tier, but we got 3 more mods to go through. Let's see if they can beat that. Okay, for this next mod, this one is one of the coolest ones in this entire video. This is Deeper and Darker, and basically adds everything to the deep, dark, and the warden related stuff that we'd love to see in Minecraft, including a new dimension. But to get to this new dimension, we're going to have to summon our old buddy, the Warden. Come out, wherever you are. I'm going to get an enchanted golden apple for safekeeping. Okay, sorry that I was blind that whole fight, but I'm sure I'm just going to cut that up into 2 seconds. But we get these 2 items. We get the Heart of the Deep, which is the item we needed, as well as the Warden Carapace, which I actually don't know what that does. Oh, yeah, now I do. It's used for an item that we'll use later. Basically, there's a new armor type that we can use, that we can make with this mod. But we are going to use the Heart of the Deep. So basically, you find this frame, which is in vanilla Minecraft, but you have to clean it off of any of the little skulk vines or whatever they're called. And then you take the Heart of the Deep and you use it like a flint and steel. Boom. Gigantic portal. And we go inside. Easy peasy, right? Below bedrock. Enter the new dimension. So this dimension has a bunch of different biomes, tons of items and things. So this is the Overcast Columns biome. So it's actually one of the few biomes that does not have like skulk all over. But one thing that is super cool is there's ores. So you want to get yourself some lapis, you want to get yourself some gold. It's got it all in these caves. So there's intricate sets of caves and whatnot, but there's other biomes. Like there's this biome, which looks creepy and has a bunch of centipedes, as well as these freaks, man. Hold on, we're gonna fight one of these guys. They're kind of hard to fight. So these guys are sound-based like the Warden. I forget what they're called, but we're gonna try to quick drop one real quick. Just for reference, that was the Sharp 5 netherite. Oh, more of them heard me, I think. But yeah, we're surrounded by skulk stone, which we can get cobbled skulk stone. But there's these little things all over the place. Also, there's these centipedes. I believe, centipedes are neutral until you kill one. Oh, more centipedes. Ooh, ew. But yeah, lots of biomes and funky little areas here. But we're going to try to unlock all of the stuff we need. This is like the new glowing stone. It's like glowstone. Skulk Gleam. Gleam is an interesting word, that's for sure. But let's fly around for a second here, see if we can spot some of the other biomes. We have the Skulky biome, we have this orangey biome. Oh, actually, this is the one structure that actually spawns in this dimension where you can unlock some pretty cool stuff. So we're in a temple. I think we should be... Oh. Hey, shut up. Oh, brother. Oh, God. They're screaming. We're gonna go into creative mode here just to get this guy dealt with. Okay, he's annoying. Am I right, guys? Good lord. Anyways, yes, the warden can spawn in some of these biomes. Let's get rid of these screechers. Oh my god, there's so many. Spawned them again. Screw this guy. Actually, annoying how long it takes to kill those guys. Anyways, you enter this temple. Usually, lots of diamonds and stuff. Hold on, the sounds of those things piss me off. But if you break these pots, oh my god. Okay. What I was gonna say is if you break these pots, they have a very low chance of spawning in the Stalker, who's this boss who drops some important loot, and somehow it spawned on the very first one I broke. So we're gonna fight him now, I guess. He has a boss bar, as you can see. He's creepy looking. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's stuck. I'm gonna need a god apple. Oh, and the warden's here too. Isn't that just lovely? Let's kill the Stalker. He dropped the soul crystal. All right, I'm not dealing with you, warden. I'm over that. Anyways, we get the soul crystal from that guy. And the soul crystal is used to craft some of the more interesting stuff, like soundproof glass, the sonorous staff, the soul elytra, some of the really cool stuff. But let's get a smithing table out real quick, because there is a cool thing you can find, which is smithing table upgrade for the deeper and darker, where you can upgrade from netherite armor, which is what we're gonna do. So you need that, and you need to make a reinforced echo shard to upgrade your netherite armor into warden armor. Now, to get the reinforced echo shard, you need a bunch of these warden carapace that you get from killing the wardens, as well as an echo shard. I'm actually not 100% sure we get the echo shard. I believe it's you find them and you get them from killing. I think you can just find the shards around. You can't craft them. So anyways, dude, you get the reinforced echo shard. You go like this. You go like this. Boom. Warden chest plate. Boom. Warden pants. Boom. Warden leggings. Boom. Warden helmet. And this is super cool because you no longer get blindness or darkness when the warden spawns, which will be very helpful in this video. But you also, when you put this on your legs, you get speed. Specifically, the leggings give you speed. And it's just a slightly better netherite, and also the helmet looks freaking sick. But yeah, that is kind of the whole point of this deep, dark biome. There's also some much cooler things, like there's this freak, the Skulk Snapper, which I believe... Oh, they don't do crap. Actually, I believe you can tame... Hold on. Maybe I'm crazy. I think you can tame them. Yes. So if you give them a netherite chestplate, you can tame them, which that's a very specific and expensive thing. But now it's like a dog, and it will fight alongside me. If you have a netherite chestplate to spare, which I guess you might. I don't really know why it's so expensive. So yeah, there's a forest biome. I totally forgot. This is the cool forest biomes that exist that have a new type of wood that you can use to create a bunch of different things, as well as these cool skulk blocks and echo leaves. I'm a big fan of that. As well as these blooming stems, I guess. There's also water down here and a bunch of new plants, as well as these other slime-like mobs. I don't think they drop... Ooh, they do drop... Resonarium. That's very fascinating. But it's kind of like this just really cool biome. I really like the aesthetics. I really like the design and the concept. That's pretty much all there is to this biome, but you can create some more cool stuff. So you can make a soul elytra, right? And to craft this, you simply need to do the soul dust, skulk bone, which you get from killing mobs, as well as you need the soul crystal, mix it with an elytra, and you get the soul elytra, which gives you armor points. It has 3 points of armor, as well as, here, let's go to survival mode. So it gives you 3 points of armor, I believe. Maybe not. That's what I saw in other reviews, but whatever. That's not the main attraction. The main attraction is you can start gliding right and hit B. Yup. Built-in fireworks that you can use, and there's a little recharge bar in the bottom left. It's not the fastest recharge, but the fact that you get that for free, as well as the flying just feels faster, kind of cool. Just the reinforced, has longer durability. There's a cooler elytra that has a built-in boost feature. But that's not even the coolest thing you can get. One of the coolest things you can get is the Skulk Transmitter. I believe you have to find, because there's no crafting recipe for it. All right, let's just say you had a chest here, right? And you have this fancy Skulk Transmitter. I linked the transmitter to this chest And I go over here. Boom. Open it up. Fill it with stuff. And now let's fly back over to this chest. Oh, look at that. The stuff is in the chest. Yes, the transmitter is like a hard to get expensive item, but it literally allows you to wirelessly connect to a single block. So this one, it's linked. It tells me the coordinates and where it is linked. And then you can just access that chest. I believe it also works with furnaces, crafting tables, yada, yada, yada. Super helpful if you ask me, especially if you have like a sorting system linked up to the chest that you're linked to. So you can kind of just like imagine this all went into a hopper into a sorting system. I could just dump it all in here and then boom, it would just disappear. Super, super cool. And then lastly, there's this expensive staff called the Sonorous Staff, made with bones, crystals in the heart of the deep. And this thing literally just gives you the Warden's Skulk Blast. And it kills pretty much instantly. Does a ton of knockback. Doesn't have incredible range, but it does do a lot of damage. Like if we summon an Iron Golem, let's see how long it takes to kill. It does do an insane amount of knockback if you're not an Iron Golem. You can hit a bunch of things at once if you line them up. Wait, let me try this in survival though. Does it use durability? Oh yeah, it does use a little bit of durability. But still, could be very useful in a pinch. I kind of also glossed over the fact that you can make Warden tools as well to upgrade your netherite. I accidentally took off all my armor. Oopsie doopsie. We can do that, and then you get a sword. It just does a little bit more damage. It doesn't have more durability or anything, but pretty cool to have a Warden sword. It also just has a sick texture as well as everything in this mod. And all of the biomes have a wide variety of different blocks. Like you got the Echo Wood door. Kind of sick. As well as just a bunch of different little things from all the different biomes. Apparently, there is a bunch of new paintings. Whoa. 4x1 is a crazy painting size. Huh. Let's see if there's anything here. There's apparently an anglerfish we haven't found. A leech. Oh yeah, sometimes the big tall scary guy spawns in leeches. Yeah, and then there's also soundproof glass that I believe, like if there was a sensor. Oh wait, no, so I'm setting this off by hopping around, right? I think. Yeah, it doesn't go through the glass. I don't know where that would be used exactly and how that'd be useful, but you can make soundproof glass. Just a bunch of little things. But yeah, I am a huge fan of the Deep and Darker mod. Good job to the mod developers. I can see why this is a highly rated mod. Let me know what you guys think. Deeper and Darker is going to get an A tier for me. I think it was really fun and intuitive and really builds off the deep dark stuff and does a great job at it. I think that though, like the dimension could be built on a bit more. The fact there's only one structure and a lot of the biome really just sucks to navigate. I just think the dimension could be worked on a bit more. But overall, I think the mod executes what it seeks out to do very well. But I think there's room for improvement. So A tier from me. All right, so this next mod we're covering is called Better Nether, which, believe it or not, makes the Nether better. This mod adds so much, like new biomes, new structures like this one. It does a lot for the Nether and adds a ton of new items that it needs multiple creative tabs to cover it all. So I'm going to try to do my best to cover the most important stuff, starting with the armor and tools. So there's a bunch of new ores that get added. You can actually see some in the wall over there and over there. The new ores are lapis you can find, redstone you can find, but then there's ruby and cincinnaite. I don't know what to call it. That's the name. Cincinnaite. These are really cool tools, a really cool armor that you can make out of these. So I'm going to showcase it right now. So cincinnaite is slightly worse than diamond, but it is still a really snazzy looking set of armor. Look at that. I look pretty cool. As well as there's a full set of tools you can get that also look and feel great. But if you get the smithing table upgrade mixed with diamonds, you can make cincinnaite diamond stuff. And this stuff is better than diamond just by a little bit, but it is better than diamond, which I think is really cool. There is no cincinnaite diamond armor, but the tools can be upgraded. This is what the ore looks like. There's a ton of stuff you can make out of cincinnaite. That's kind of like the main block in this game. Like all of these buildings have a ton of it in it, like all these decorative blocks, which we'll cover, like gilded glass and fancy little lanterns. There's even like you can make an anvil and a furnace and these cool soul fire bowls. Like there is so much that you can do with specifically cincinnaite, but we're going to move on to the next armor because as far as armor goes, it's nothing too crazy or nothing too special, but ruby is what really fascinates me. money. So with Nether Ruby, you can get yourself a full set of armor, and it's just red ruby armor, what you'd expect, as well as you can get yourself some tools. The ruby stuff can also be upgraded. So all you need is some skulk catalysts. Except with ruby though, you can upgrade the ruby armor. So that's what we're gonna do. You get a fire ruby upgrade as well as the ruby chest plate, and then you mix it with skulk catalyst and you get upgraded armor. And then I believe it works for all the tools as well. I ran out enough from my hoe, but whatever. So this armor gives yourself what I would imagine fire resistance. I haven't really tested it, but the tools have Ruby's fire. The pickaxe has Obsidian Breaker 3. Just really strong tools. Like this sword does 10 attack damage, which is pretty darn strong. And the armor is just insanely good. This is kind of the ideal armor you would get from the Nether. You get the full fire ruby set, a bunch of special abilities and whatnot. I'm not 100% sure how hard it is to get. I imagine it is pretty hard. As you can see, which we'll fly around in a second here to show off the biomes. There are so many biomes and they're so crazy. It'll be hard to like mine and find everything you need, but that's kind of the fun of it. Now there's also a bunch of new mobs in the game, like the Naga. This creepy wither skeleton, easy to kill, just drops coal and bones. But you'll see in a lot of these biomes we're going to be covering, they have some creepy mobs, like the flying pig, which you kill him, it gives you, well, pork chops and lots of nether wart. Wow, 36 nether wart is actually kind of insane. I did not expect it to drop 36 nether wart. But yeah, the flying pig is creepy. Hold on, look at the, just look at this thing. Ew. Oh, okay, so some of them spawn with... Okay, some of them have nether wart on them and some don't, I guess. Because all of those guys didn't. So maybe I just got really lucky. I don't know. Next is the jungle skeleton. Oh, I guess you can get them to sit in chairs. But they drop bones and arrows. Wow, they get pulled right into the chairs, don't they? Wait, they're like attracted to furniture. Well, they looked pretty cool, the jungle skeletons. Next is the firefly. These guys spawn around. They just drop glowstone dust. I actually feel bad killing them. But they're these cute little guys. They fly around, they glow, and they drop glowstone dust. We'll see them in a bunch of the biomes in a little bit. Same with this guy, the skull. He's just a little wither skeleton skull who also just drops bones and coal. Just a little flaming skull. And then lastly, I'm going to actually fly out a little bit. There's these guys. I haven't really seen the use for them. They're one hit and they explode the second you hit them, but they get big. Like that's a smaller size one, but you can get some pretty big dudes and they just kind of float around the nether and vibe, which you got to respect it. Okay, well, that ended up blowing up all my stuff, but that's a good time to move on to the structures. So look at this bad boy. They got wither skeletons spawning here with full synthetic armor as well as swords. So you got to be careful. There's a lot of good stuff, like just all the new blocks. There are so many new blocks and they make sure to utilize all of them in these structures. But God, these structures look cool. Like look at this dining table. Like come on. And like look at these fancy like pots and pedestals that you can use to decorate your worlds. Like if I'm playing this in survival, I am looting everything from this building, or I'm just moving into these buildings as long as I get rid of the spawners. Netherite fireball upgrade. Wait, I'm actually not quite sure what that does. Oh yeah, so you can upgrade them to netherite soul fireballs with the netherite ingots. I'm actually not quite sure what the use for these are. I should probably have looked into that, but you can upgrade those little cauldrons of fire with those smithing table upgrades, which is cool. But look at this, just beautiful library. Like these structures are actually just like beautiful. They look like some player actually built them, but very dangerous. You got to watch out for these guys. And just look how big this place is though. You can travel all over. Okay, this is what I was looking for as well. So there's these respawner statues you can find, and they kind of work like anchors. Boom. With 4 glowstone, you just put them inside these really cool looking statues and you got yourself a spawn point. So you really could just live your days out in the nether. Dude, the ambient sounds are creepy around here. But yeah, you could just live out in these structures. They're really cool and really beautiful. But the structures aren't even the main attraction. I think the main attraction is the new biomes. Like this is a gravel desert that spawns nether cactus as well as barrel cactus. This one's a pretty basic looking biome, but trust me, there are some absolutely crazy biomes. We're gonna find biomes like this one. This is Wart Forest Edge, which has these really cool pieces of lumabus these like glowing fungus hanging from the ceiling, as well as these little bushes that grow around here as well. There are lots of new plants specifically. Like you got also just these cute little mushrooms that grow. Now we're just in a totally other biome that looks totally different. Like now we are in a wart forest. Oh, we can see the fireflies that spawn, as well as there's soul sandstone. There's giant wart logs. And then we just fly over here. Boom. Whole new biome, new color fog. We're in the old fungi woods where there's giant pieces of mold, giant mushroom furs. There's so many biomes. I think there's about 15 new biomes to explore. Adding lots of new plants and decor. Like, okay, here, look at this. Is a naturally spawning hydrogen jellyfish thing. Really cool for aesthetics, like a nice passive jellyfish. Just look how nasty all this looks. And there's like giant nether stalagmites and stalactites. So much fungus, so many mushrooms. I imagine pretty tough to navigate. Like this is the nether grasslands. Go over here. Oh, now we're over here. This is magma land. Oh, and you got these bad boys. Geysers that are just shooting up fire and lava all the time. Wow, okay, this biome's crazy. Magma land is quite crazy. Blue obsidian glass. Let's see. Oh, I guess you can make a lot of stuff out of blue obsidian. Now you can make blue obsidian tiles, or you can smelt it into the glass, which can be used for glass panes, but the tiles can be used to make other tiles. So this is just a building block that you can find as well. I guess you can do this with regular obsidian, but oh my God, look at how crazy these biomes are. The vanilla biomes are also in here somewhere, like that we're in the Crimson Pine Woods, and there's this little structure that spawned. I'm not sure if this is, I think this is part of Dungeons and Taverns. Yeah, like absolutely mental with all the biomes. Look at, here's where like the Naga spawn. Now we're in a nether swampland terrace, which, wow, look at the pinky purple fog with these creepy trees and everything. Oh, here's a natural spawning skull, and now it's dead. Oh, these are like my favorite, dude. Look at these. The smoker. It's like a plant that you can stack and it emits smoke. This stuff is just so awesome. But yeah, that pretty much summarizes what you can find in the Better Nether mod. I didn't cover every single biome or every single tool, but there's just so much in this mod to explore. Let me know what you guys think about it. And now time to tier list it and move on to the next mod. Better Nether. I think Better Nether is going to get an A tier from me. And the reason why Better Nether is getting an A tier is because it does add a ton of new items. And I think it's almost a little bit excessive how much stuff it does add just for a improved Nether biome. That would be something that would make me hesitate adding it to a mod pack or whatnot, is just how massive this mod is and how much it changes. So it's getting an A tier. Again, these opinions are subjective. I could see why someone would say this is an S tier mod. It really does add a lot and it does it well. I just think sometimes it's a bit too much and a bit too crazy. But that's just my opinion. All right, so this last mod we're covering is called the Better End, which is, yeah, just like the Better Nether, except for the end. And it starts with overhauling the Ender Dragon battle. So let's hop right into that. Yippee! So far, most of this is recognizable. The end battle wasn't really any different. It was just different looking pillars, which is a nice touch, don't get me wrong. But the magic is in the new end biomes. Oh, they spawn way too close to the edge. All right, so yes, there's a lot of new biomes in the end now, and making it much more of an exploration game. Like we start in this biome, which I don't even know what it is. Umbra Valley. They have these cool little Umbralith blocks, as well as these trees over here. Oh my God, it's like a whole forest. What do we got? Ooh, purple planks. I'm already loving this biome. Ooh, there's like ambient sound. And new saplings. Only survives on pink moss. Berry seeds. There's a lot going on here that we need to explore. Ooh, look at this guy. There's like a little moth that drops silk fiber. Very cool. And look at these little glowing bulbs that hang from the ceiling. Very similar to like how the Better Nether mod worked. Except, well, of course, it's in the end. Here, let's fly around a little bit. So this mod adds a ton of new biomes, like I said, as well as new tools and resources. I believe this is a creepy biome. Chorus Forest. I know one of these biomes adds some really creepy mobs. More purple wood. Gotta love the purple wood. But man, all of these biomes are just so creepy, and they really kind of feel more alien-like, giving the end a kind of alien interdimensional vibe, which I kind of think is the vibe of the end already, so it pairs up well. So this biome is called Dragon's Graveyard, and I can see it. It's kind of creepy. It's got this dark vibe, but oh my god, look at this biome. Which one is this? Okay, so this is Dragon's Graveyard, actually. All of this red. Ooh, creepiness. As well as they got like ruined ships, as well as what are these biomes? So this is the Umbra Valley as well. And then look at this one. This one has water and dragonflies and giant slime. This one is the Foggy Mushroom Land. This is super cool. It's got nice ambient sounds. We got jellyfish and regular fish in the water here, as well as fireflies, which I believe all of these mobs are not dangerous. But besides the slimes are like slimes. Look at these. They're like sunflowers. Just blast the dragonfly out of the sky. But let's try to find some of the structures. Locate. So this is one of the new structures. There's villages that you can find within the end, and you get an achievement for finding one, apparently. They just got new blocks like Flavor Light, which is the same type of block we saw in the end dragon fight earlier. But like, look at this cool little village. It's got neon cactus, of course. Oh, and the cactus glows. That's sick. Oh, there's pedestals. I don't know how to... Amber gems sitting on there. Very cool. So you can just put stuff on pedestals? Wait. Hey, wait, that's sick. Wow, so these pedestals are like display pedestals. I love that, actually. Oh, and we got smithing it templates. So there's a part of this mod that I am only going to like lightly gloss over because I really do not understand it. But basically, there's a whole new set of tools in the better end. Let me see if I can find. So you can see there's like shovel head and pickaxe head. So there's several different types of tools with different types of materials, and you upgrade them by making the individual parts that you need individual smithing templates for. It's pretty intense. So yeah, there's like a whole new like types of crafting, and there's also like infusion that I couldn't totally figure out because it's not working with just enough items, even though the tutorials I watched had it work. But we're just going to show off one of the coolest sets of armor, which is the Crystallite, which has an elytra that is also just armor. So this one, you put the elytra on, it's a chest plate, but you fall, it works as an elytra, which is super sick. And there's a lot, like if I go to @better and chest plate, there are 4 chest plates, not even including the one I have on. So there's a lot of ores to be found in all these different biomes. And am I a fake YouTuber for not covering it all? Maybe. But if you guys want to see a full video on a mod like this, maybe even on this exact mod, let me know, because oh my god, wait, look at this biome. So this is a mega lake structure. Has these giant, sorry, I got totally distracted. Giant flowers, giant lily pads, wet sponge. I love this biome. What the heck? But yeah, if you'd like to see like an in-depth mod review of like a mod like this, let me know in the comment section. I've been doing these compilation videos where I review a bunch of mods, but I would love to review maybe one giant mod for a single video. I think that could be pretty sick. Also, yes, there's caves. I forgot to mention. That's how you get a lot of these ores, are in the caves. Let's see if we can find one real quick. Hello, ores. I'm not finding any. Oh, here's one. Thalassium ore. Very cool. It's just crazy how in-depth this mod is. Like, here's a whole tab for nature. Here's a whole tab for blocks. You got multiple different types of lanterns and sponge and bookshelves and different pedestals that you can display things on, as well as also has furniture. Just super, super in detail and super awesome. I love mods like this that just go really in depth. But all of these mods that I cover today will be down in the description. But yeah, that was the Better End mod. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section, and I'm going to go rate it now. Better End. I am going to have to give Better End a B tier. I think it is a beautiful mod. I think the biomes and all of that stuff was executed greatly, but the fact that I just don't like how it approaches the new sets of armor and approaches like the new crafting and all of that stuff. Some people might love that. Like I said, these opinions are subjective, but I think Better End, I would avoid adding it to a pack simply because of the mechanics it brings, where I would love to just have maybe Better End basics that just adds the new biomes, the cool stuff. And I really also think Better End should have improved on the Ender Dragon fight. Plenty of other mods that have improved the Ender Dragon fight, even just giving him another move. It really feels like it kind of just skips to the biome and just, it doesn't really build on the end stuff as much as I'd want to. But very beautiful mod, very cool structures. Just a little bit too for me. Don't hate me. This is just my opinions. feel free to yell at me in the comment section about how I could do better with this tier listing and whatnot. And if you made it this far in the video, I truly do appreciate you watching. And please let me know how you feel about these longer videos. I'm not just trying to make them as long as possible. It's just, I want to make sure these videos have good substance and good content for you guys. And there's just so many cool mods. So let me know if this like 50-minute, 45-minute window is too long. I can try to shorten the videos, but so far I'm enjoying it. And I get paid more to make longer videos. So, you know how it is. Anyways, thank you guys for watching.